Hi there Aquarius, thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 7th of April. It's all changed at the start of this week. Of course, Venus moved at the end of last week into the part of your scope that is to do with your senses, and your appreciation of good food and wine is certainly going to be amped up over the next 28 days. But equally this week, Venus is going to forge a shimmering alliance with Neptune, which means that anything that is really something that you find almost irresistible, well, you could find that your resistance does drop to an all-time low. So if you've been on a diet, this could be the week that challenges it. But more seriously, Venus moving into this area really can genuinely trigger an improvement in your financial fortunes. So if you're looking to raise finances or to pare down debt, or to increase your earnings, this is certainly a time that you can do it. But because of the potentially deceptive influence of Neptune, you need to keep your wits about you. What's going to help you is Mercury. Remember, Mercury is exalted in your sign, so you have a real appreciation of its benefits. You are an air sign. Okay, you are a water carrier, but that just means that it's linked to the message of baptism. In other words, you go forth and propagate a message. And Mercury moves on Monday into your into your sector of everyday communications. Your mind is going to be stepping up a gear. The Sun and Uranus, your co-ruler, are already in this area, and you can find yourself ablaze with different ideas. But on the first day of this week, there is also a quarter moon. And this quarter moon does have some challenges, because you could see you get a little bit tightened up and almost trying to buzz around doing too much, that you end up ending the week feeling really frazzled. So it is going to be important to take a deep breath, let your shoulders come down, and articulate what you want to do and go about doing it, but try not to get too caught up in this speedy vibe. I think it's going to be difficult as a fellow Aquarius. However, there is another major influence this week. This is real big stuff, and it sees the Sun go face to face, if you like, a metaphorical collision with Mars from Monday through to Thursday. Electrical equipment, anything that's digital, modes of transport could have a habit of being unreliable during this week. But also, if you are having a debate about anything, it's going to be important to be able to listen to the other person's viewpoint. Because if you don't, you could make yourself quite unpopular. Because as a fellow Aquarius, I know that we can believe in things hugely, and that conviction and that passion is actually a real asset. But it's also important to understand that we can be quite direct, and other people can find that trickier. So if you are having a big conversation with someone this week, it is important, however frank it gets, to just keep the right side of not letting it boil over, and also being able to listen to another person's viewpoint. But the nervous system side of things comes up to the boil once more on Saturday, when Mercury starts to connect to the T-square that's been ongoing since the start of this year, which has perhaps had a psychological influence on you, perhaps a more physical one, where issues in the depths that perhaps have been hidden away for years, or you've not even been conscious of, are coming up into your mind or being pointed out by other people. And this has not necessarily been a very comfortable process. So there can be more of that this week. But if you enjoy competitions, crosswords, puzzles, mental challenges, just having lively, fun-filled chats, or you like being very busy and buzzing from place to place, this is certainly the week for you, but it does require you to balance this against a need to rest and pace yourself too. Thank you for joining me, good luck, and goodbye for now.